Hello, guys, and welcome to Week 16. This is round 2 of the playoffs. There are 4 teams left, and it's not surprising. One of them is Buckeye Nation. The other one is Big Blue World Champs. However, it is surprising that Death by Texas squeaked by with a 2-point victory over the Texas Cake Standers in Week 15, and it's also a surprise that the Fatties came back on a Monday night performance by his players and beat good old Reapers. But anyway, we've got to get into that right now. We're going to go over what happened in Week 15 just for a second. The first matchups of playoffs were between me and Death by Texas, me and Dave. It came down to the Sunday night game. He already had his players done before the Sunday night game, and I was down by 30 points. I had LaShawn McCoy and DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray did fantastic. LaShawn McCoy, not so much. And 3 times touchdowns were robbed from me. 2 for Polk and the other one from Sproles. And I just needed a couple more catches from LaShawn or a few more rushing yards, and I'd have won. And it's okay. It's okay. And I wasn't going to start Romo against the Eagles after he laid an egg on Thanksgiving. But what do you do? You know what, Dave? Hey, I give it to you, bud. You've had a decent team. However, I did score more points than you this year, and yet I didn't have as many wins. The people that I played just blew me away, even though I scored so many points. Jeremy, thank you. Ass. Anyway, Death by Texas. You were helped, man. Matt Ryan and the Patriots defense helped you out, of course. I thought I was smart playing Rivers. It didn't happen. Oh, well. Rivers did shred the Broncos in the first meeting, and what do you do, man? It's okay. I'm out of the playoffs. It's all good. Dave, in your league, I am in the playoffs, and I'm playing you, and I don't know if DeMarco Murray is going to help you out, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, Dave, you do get the closest victory trophy. Congratulations. That's all you get. Next matchup was between the Colorado Reapers and the Fatties, corn-fed Fatties. Fatties won 106-94 with the help of Forte, got you 11. Pierre Thomas got you 14. Alshon got you 17. Jimmy Graham got you 13. 4 players, man. 4 players in the Monday night game that helped you out and come back from a win. Come from behind victory goes to Brandon Hand of the corn-fed Fatties, and he gets to move on to the next round. Mike, I'll keep it simple, man. If you put in the Ravens defense and you put in LaFell, you would have won. Okay. If you'd have done that, you'd be playing in Week 16. Brandon, you need another shelf for these trophies, man. Come from behind victory, most points scored, biggest win. All to you this week, Bubba. I mean, there's only 4 people, 4 people that are playing, so whatever. Congrats. Mike, you get the low score of the week trophy. Congratulations, another one for you. So week 16 brings us to the second round of the playoffs. The second round. And the matchups, we have Death by Texas versus Big Blue World Champs. And we have the Corn-Fed Fatties against Buckeye Nation. Going to visit the good old Buckeye Nation. The matchups that we have here. We got Dave, you got Ryan against New Orleans, in New Orleans. Foster, you got Arian at Baltimore, Eddie Lacy at Tampa, Josh Gordon, I don't know how good he's going to do against Carolina, Emmanuel Sanders at Cincinnati, Mike Wallace versus Minnesota. These are fairly good matchups. Jordan Reed, however, your tight end, I don't know. Well, Jason Witten did do good against the Eagles. However, Jordan Reed is not Jason Witten. Novak at San Francisco. San Francisco, I mean, it's like their new stadium is just like the Cowboys' new stadium whenever they started playing in. San Francisco's having a hard time down there. And you got the Dolphins versus Minnesota. I think that's a good defense. That's a good matchup. But Jeremy, for you, you got Russell Wilson, of course. You got Lynch, C.J. Anderson, Beckham, Nelson, Thomas, Olsen, Bryant, and Broncos. The only person on your team that's playing at home is Greg Olsen. Everybody else is on the road. However, it doesn't matter. You got a hard matchup, man. Seattle's playing at Arizona. You've got 2 people in that matchup, Wilson and Lynch. You got 2 against Cincinnati, Demarius, and the Broncos. So we'll see what happens there, bud. Dave, you got good matchups. Like I said about Josh Gordon, I don't know if he's going to be too good for you. Jeremy, I mean, all your players, like I said, they look decent, but they're all on the road. The winner of this game will be in the championship game. And that's it. I mean, it sucks that it's here, that it's almost over, guys, for the season, for the regular season anyway. Then we move to the off season. Anyway, next matchup, Corn-Fed Fatties and the Buckeye Nation. Wow. Brandon, who is our 2012 winner? He won in 2012. Mark, you won last year, 2013. We have a new winner this year. That ain't going to be Mark. So, Brandon, hey, you got a chance, man. You could win 2 out of 3 years. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. But you got to go through Buckeye Nation to do it. And Brian has had a good squad all year long with the help of Aaron Rodgers. Mark Ingram has actually turned the leaf. I mean, he's turned over. Jeremy Macklin is doing well. Antonio Brown, come on. And I knew Kelvin Benjamin was going to be good, but I didn't know he was going to be as good as he has been performing. So, anyway, Brandon, for you got Flacco at Houston. J.J. Watt, man. J.J. Watt. He's going to tear up for good old Flacco. Forte versus Detroit. Now, that is like spoiler alert. I think Chicago is going to come. Forte is going to have a good game because Clausen is starting at quarterback for the Bears. Jimmy Clausen. Tennessee volunteer Jimmy Clausen. Hasn't played. I don't know. I mean, the Panthers let him go a while back. I don't know how much experience he has, but the most paid player, the highest paid player in the NFL this year, it got benched. And I can't believe they gave Jay Cutler that big stuff. Whatever. Brandon, you got a tough road, bub. Yeah, Randall Cobb is going to do good for you. Hopefully you keep him in there. You got Thomas versus Atlanta. Should be all right. He did good for you last week. Alshon Jeffrey, I don't know how good a game he's going to have because Jimmy, I don't know how good his arm is. I mean, nobody knows. I mean, we haven't seen it. Let's see here. Like I said, Forte should have a good game. Cobb, and of course, and you got Graham. Brian, you got an eager QB, man. Aaron Rodgers just didn't do good last week. And luckily, you weren't playing last week. You know, Aaron Rodgers didn't do too well at all. But you got him this week. And you know what? He's at Tampa Bay. And I think he's going to do very well. Very well. Giovanni versus Denver. Denver's defense has really stepped up here in the last few weeks. You got Mark Ingram versus Atlanta. Mark Ingram's going to go off. Atlanta's defense is pathetic. Sorry, Dave. The Falcons, their defense sucks ass. Kelvin Benjamin at Cleveland, or versus Cleveland. Yeah, they're playing there in Carolina. You got Antonio at versus Kansas City, Macklin, Kelsey, and yeah. Eagles defense versus Washington. I think that's going to be good. They're pissed off because the Cowboys went up there and beat them. Who knows what RG3 is going to do because Colt McCoy ain't playing. I mean, heck gum. Washington just sucks. I mean, they're worse than the Giants. It's crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and say that the Deadskins might actually, they might pull it out. You never know. Oh, so good luck to you guys. This should be an exciting week of the second round of football. I'm leaving for a cruise on Sunday. We're actually hopping on a plane to head down to Singapore, and we're going to get on a cruise ship on Monday. And we stay the night in Singapore, Sunday night, and Monday. I don't even know if we're going to be able to see the Cowboys play the Colts. Probably not. I mean, I don't care. We're on a vacation. Going on a cruise, going to Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, a couple other places, a couple days at sea. We're going to be just fine. But I will be back for the recap of this week, and hopefully the preview won't come until the weekend. It won't come until Saturday, maybe even Sunday, for the championship week. And we'll find out who that is. I mean, this week 16, the winner of these two games, they move on to the championship game. And who knows who's going to be benched for their team, you know? You don't know. But, guys, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And I love all of you. And we'll see you soon.